All right, students, in this beautiful month of May, I just want you to look at one of the woodland paths on my friend's property. And her husband mows the paths just to keep them clear. And I'm on the side of a mountain in Macungie. Well, no, not in Macungie, Zionsville. Not far from my house. That's why I'm saying Macungie. I do want you to notice one of the trees here. It's like a understory tree or large bush. It's Viburnum. Now, it's my guess anyway. I'm looking at the foliage and the flowers aren't totally open yet, but you'll be seeing these along the roadside. They look like little floating flowers, different than the dogwood. See all the tiny, tiny little flowers? And like an umbel there with the leaves under. So the flowers and the leaves are going to be opening the leaves almost at the same time, right? And I want you to look at the bark. Kind of alligator-y, but it's not a dogwood. And they don't look alligator-y till later in life. But see that? The rough texture of the bark is, I believe, common in Viburnum. And these are growing wild in their forest. I want you to see if it has opposite growth. I'm gonna pull a branch down to take a peek. You can see Butterscotch in the background. She's keeping me company. She doesn't want to go back home. She's a forest dog. Are you seeing opposite growth or alternate? If you said opposite, that's what I'm seeing too. Except, sometimes there's duds or they get broken off. And the flowers are floating and oh, so beautiful. And then they do make blackberry in the end of summer, autumn time. Trying to reach that so you could see this. They're not open yet, but aren't they beautiful? Take a peek at the leaves a little closer. There is a very fine-toothed serration on the edges. Look closely. Very fine and toothy. Soft leaf. You can see the veins nicely. I'll flip it over for you. And there's the back of the leaf. The veins go not all the way to the edges. Okay? When I look at the young bark on the tree, ooh, I see a little lichen. We like that lichen. You can see some lenticels on the bark there. And that is a viburnum. If I walk a little closer to butterscotch here, I'm going to look at this tree. It doesn't look real healthy at the moment. I wonder what happened to it. You see some of the stumps there? It's had some things happen to it. But I want you to check on the growth. Do you see alternate or opposite growth? All right, now we've looked at this tree before, and it's a faker outer. It is in the acronym MAD. So that's your hint. It's either a type of maple, an ash, or dogwood. Let's take a closer look at the leaves. This is one leaf. It's dripping. My nose is dripping a little bit in the cool weather. Sorry. Excuse me. And this is one leaf. Compound leaf. That's its petiole going down. See the pointy lobes? It is pointy. Kind of deep serrations, I guess you could call those. And it is a box elder, which is a type of maple. But it doesn't look a lot like a maple tree, does it? Yeah. And I'm just looking up. There are females and there are males. And I think I see some of its helicopters that hang down in a chain way up there. So I would say this is a female. That's my guess. Anyway, you can guess too. And I'm going to continue on the walk. The yellow that you're seeing down the path, if you can see that far in the video, I think are ranunculus buttercups. And there's so many different kinds of wild ranunculus. But I'm going to go and look a little closer.